Hello students of Standard 9th. Welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Dear students, today we will start with a new lesson from your Beehive book, If I Were You. Dear students, before proceeding further, let us quickly recapitulate what we studied till now. If I Were You is a play by Douglas James. It is an interesting play that has mystery, suspense, surprise and humor. This play is a story of an intruder. The play starts in the house of Garrett, a playwright. He entered the house of a playwright. He, however, did not know what the owner of the house was a playwright. He only knew him as Gerard. He had heard about him a few things. He knew that he was something of a mystery man. He lived in the wilds of Essex. Gerard gave him orders on phone and never meet the tradesman. Gerard is a cultured playwright. He lives in a small cottage. He does not meet many people. He is to go out soon, but before he does so, an intruder enters his cottage. He has a gun in his hand. He bumps accidentally against the table. Gerard welcomes him with confidence. The intruder asks him many questions to Gerard. He answers his questions with wit and irony and humor. Now let's see what happens next in the story. Now, Gerard asked if the intruder wanted to live with him. He commented that the decision was sudden and that he had not invited the intruder to live with him. The intruder replied that he did not take the trouble to ask permission from Gerard because he won't be there for long. Gerard asked that what did he mean by that. The intruder replied that the surprise that he intended to kill Gerard. Gerard said that the man sounded harsh. The intruder replied sarcastically that he would be sorry to do that because he had developed a liking for him. Gerard said that killing a person was a serious crime and advised the intruder not to do so. The intruder said that he was being chased by the police as he had already murdered a person. If he would kill another one, the punishment would still remain the same, as they could not hang him to death twice. Gerard said it meant that the intruder was planning to murder him without any reason. He agreed that the intruder would not lose anything, but asked him that what would he get by killing him. He wanted to know the reason of him to kill Gerard. The intruder replied that in return for his killing Gerard, he would get freedom, as he had committed a murder and he was haunted by the police and was hiding like a rat. Upon stealing the identity of Winston Charles Gerard, he would live a life of freedom. He would go to places, eat and sleep without the fear of being caught by the police. Gerard comments that it is many dramatic plays the villain was showed to be a foolish person. He would delay being killed and eventually got frustrated due to the delay. Then he would commit some foolish act and get trapped. But the intruder was luckier than such villains. The intruder replied that he was fine because he was doing this for a reason. He wanted to live on the stolen identity of Winston Charles Gerard. He enacted Gerard's style of speaking, which he had learned when he had overheard Gerard talking on the phone. The intruder mimicked Gerard and asked how was the performance. Gerard commented that the acting was not very attractive. The intruder commented that it wasn't so because Gerard's behavior was much. He added that he only required spectacles and he was just like Gerard. Gerard asked the intruder that what would he do about his clothes? His dress sense was not like him and could put him in trouble. The intruder replied that this was not a problem as he would wear Gerard's clothes, they would fit him well. Gerard said that the intruder did not understand his remark when he said that the intruder was luckier than most melodramatic villains. He added that he was not praising the intruder's intelligence, but he wanted to say that intruder would not kill him until he had a major reason to do so. The intruder commented that was what Gerard thought. Gerard said that the intruder would leave him alive. He thanked God that the man had not shot him till that moment. The intruder ordered Gerard to be quick and disclose all that was going on his mind. He was getting bored by the lengthy conversation. Gerard then said that the intruder's plan was to escape the police by killing Gerard and stealing his identity. The intruder confirmed his plan. Gerard asked the intruder that was he sure that his plan would help him escape the police? The intruder said that he had planned everything. He did a job in the town, something went wrong, and he murdered a policeman. Since that day, he was on run. Gerard said that finally the intruder has reached his cottage while running from the police. The intruder said that while he was on the run, he reached to a town called Aylesbury. There he saw Gerard and overheard two men discussing him. Their discussion revealed that Gerard was a strange and mysterious man. Gerard added that he could explain the mystery that surrounded him. The intruder overlooked Gerard's request and continued his speech. He said Gerard would order things over the phone, would go away and return suddenly. He also wanted to do such things. Getting to know of Gerard was the luckiest happening for him. Gerard commented that the intruder was not intelligent to guess that why was he surrounded by this air of mystery. The intruder prepared a shoot at Gerard as he was getting bored by the conversation. Gerard warned the intruder not to act foolishly. If he shot at him, he would be hanged to death. He added that even if he had stolen Garrett's identity, he would be hanged to death. The intruder got curious upon hearing this. Gerard said that this was a big surprise for the intruder. The reason behind Gerard being a secretive man, his not have visitors and his activities being suitable for the intruder was that he was also a wrong man. He was not an honest man like a school teacher. His game got over when he had to kill someone with a gun. After that, one of his accomplices got caught by the police. They got evidence against Gerard from him. That particular night, Gerard was expecting that the police could raid his house to catch him, and so he had packed his bag and was ready to escape. The intruder had a clue to all this. He agreed that Gerard had a bag and a gun, but why? He was carrying odd stuff like artificial mustaches, wigs, and props. Gerard replied that he was carrying these props so that he could change his appearance in order to hide himself. He hoped that the intruder would believe him. The intruder was still doubtful about Gerard's words. Gerard requested the intruder to believe his words and accompany him in his car. He added that the intruder could help him escape, and if he felt that Gerard's words were false, he could kill him with his gun. The intruder believed Gerard and said that probably he was right. Gerard was in a hurry. He picked up his hat and bag. The intruder warned Gerard that he was watching his moves. Gerard said that one of his accomplices has been positioned on the road to warn him if he saw the police. Just then the telephone bell rang and Gerard said it was time to leave. He directed the intruder to leave through the garage door. The intruder doubted Gerard's words. Gerard said that the intruder should not be foolish. He asked him to see for himself. He opened the door and stepped to one side so that intruder could see outside. The intruder leaned forward with the gun still pointed towards Gerard. As he turned his head, Gerard pushed him into the cupboard and the gun fell off the intruder's hand. The door was not of garage, but it was of the cupboard door. As Gerard pushed the intruder inside the cupboard, he closed the door and locked it. He picked up the revolver and walked towards the phone. The gun pointed towards the cupboard in case of intruder tried to escape. Intruder rattled the door of the cupboard and shouted to be freed. Gerard answered the phone and said that he would not be able to deliver the props in time for the rehearsal of the play because he had been troubled by someone. He added that he would add this incident to his next play. This shows that Gerard was a playwright, means he was a playwright. He asked the person to send the sergeant to his residence. He added that probably the sergeant could be found in the public bar. So in this way, with Gerard's vigilance, he catched the thief who came into his house. Thief means the intruder. Here we end the story, dear students. Dear students, based on our today's story, here is a short assignment for you. Here we end our today's session and this chapter. Have a nice day. Thank you.